So, Hamlet, do tell me why you feel so troubled. Where do I begin? For one thing, my father had recently passed away without a single warning, and rather than mourn, my mother turns around and marries my uncle. To make matters worse, she acts like I should just be accepting of it. Oh, and I saw the ghost of my father. No big deal. That actually does sound big. Please, tell me more about this apparition you saw. All right. Well, it was my father. I know I've made that clear. Or, at the very least, he looked like my father. But he spoke to me, and he told me something that shocked me. He said it was my uncle who killed him, and he wants me to take revenge. Do you believe that? Actually, I'm not sure. But if it is true, I find it kind of funny how my mother would turn around and wed herself to my father's killer. Isn't that strange? Are you suspicious of her? Oh yeah, a little. But my pale father told me to leave her be and let heaven be her judge in the end. Do you have any doubts about this ghost? Do you suspect that it doesn't really exist? I don't know. It really seemed real when I was talking to him. And part of what he was saying made sense. I mean, why wasn't I the one to rise to the throne when I was first in line? Instead, my uncle swoops down and marries my mother before we can even mourn. But she didn't even seem to feel the need to mourn with me. Hamlet, how do you feel about your mother? I think she's absolutely wretched. How could she just go and marry my uncle so suddenly and deny me the throne? Deny my father the respect he deserved in his death? I'm convinced that love doesn't exist if she loves my uncle more than him. Or me. Do you love your mother? I'm mad at her. I want to love her, but because of what she did, I almost can't. Why do you think your father's ghost wants you to leave your mother alone? Probably because he doesn't think it was her fault. Didn't think they were accomplices, as suspicious as it is. He told me he didn't think so. And well, he loved her too. Do you feel like you share a lot of the same feelings as your father? For the most part, I guess. But I just don't get why he'd just dismiss my mother like that. She could have done it. She could have been working with my uncle just so she could be with him. But until I really even know for sure, neither of them are suspects. I was talking to a ghost that might not even exist, or a ghost that might not even be right, so... Alright, Hamlet. It seems we're out of time. Thank you for speaking with me today. I hope you feel a bit better now. Well, it does make me think. I'll see you next week, I suppose. Goodbye for now. I theorize that this apparition that Hamlet is speaking about is possibly nothing more than a manifestation of Hamlet's desires. He desires for his mother to be without a husband, and to show both him and his dead father more respect. Hamlet feels that he should be in the position of the king, therefore, by his mother's side. He desires to not view his mother as a suspect at all, as the ghost does, despite having his doubts. And presently, he desires to remove his uncle from the picture with vengeance, perhaps conjuring up this notion that his uncle is really the murderer, to put him at fault and give himself an excuse.